Today, RuneScape private servers are insanely complex with features that rival the official versions of the game. However, it wasn't always like that. Private servers had to start somewhere, and the beginnings weren't pretty. In today's video, we're going to explore RuneScape's first private server and how it spawned one of RuneScape's biggest underground markets. Anyone unfamiliar with a private server, it's basically a ripped version of the RuneScape client and a custom server so that you can create basically your own custom version of RuneScape, although doing so is considered illegal in some places. Also, for any of you who have seen my older videos about the first RuneScape bot ever created, this story picks up right where that left off. For anyone interested in that video, it'll be linked on screen now as well as in the description. Kiteneeks was the creator of RuneScape's first ever bot. Along with this, he basically created a forum that was a safe haven for RuneScape Classic cheating. When RuneScape 2 released, the community more or less had to start over with all of their bots and cheats. Nobody knew really anything about how this new version of RuneScape worked. At the same time, a user by the name of Moper is the Best was working on a cheat client called Moperscape. For those of you familiar with Moper, you may be thinking that Moperscape isn't a cheat client. Well, it turns out it actually used to be. Before the time of Moperscape's creation, someone created a thing called a deobs. Moper is the Best explains this stood for deobfuscated, decompiled Java source code for the RuneScape client. You could modify this client, recompile it, and play RuneScape using it. Moper used his knowledge of Java and some tutorials Kiteneeks made to create the first version of Moperscape. Moperscape made it easier to cheat in RuneScape by removing a lot of the official client's anti-cheat features. Soon after, a deobs called Winter Love was born. It was different though because Winter Love wasn't just packaged with a client, it came with its own server. Winter Love is what we now call today a private server base. A private server base is basically a private server you download and can then make your own custom modifications to. It was released publicly not for the creation of custom servers, but rather to create RuneScape bots. In the very beginning, Winter Love was basically the RuneScape world map that had random items spawn all over the floor. Winter Love later progressed so that it could be used to test bots. Winter Love was extremely rudimentary, and according to Moper, had some of the worst code structure ever seen, although nobody really knew it at the time. Nobody really even had the idea to make their own custom server with it. They just wanted an easy way to test if their bot scripts would work. That didn't last long though, as a user modified Winter Love so you could log in with the character and walk around. Moper applied the changes he made to his first Moperscape version with the modified version of the Winter Love client. Suddenly you could connect to any private server in the world with a character and walk around it. Soon after, Kiteneeks had to take some time off, and in the meantime the forums were shut down. So Moper created his own website to try and keep all the members of the old forum together. At the same time all of this was happening, private server development was exploding with seemingly a new server base and client coming out every day. Features were being shared, copied, and pasted into different clients. The first public playable servers started to get created with all these custom features. The reason I decided to title this a brief history of private servers is because from here on out things get a little rocky. Private servers were growing so fast it was literally impossible to keep up with them. Jagex took notice and even hit a few with some cease and desist letters. Later on, upon the release of old school RuneScape, private servers took a massive hit in terms of developers and players. It's even believed old school RuneScape was created because of a private server that promised the same experience that old school RuneScape delivered. These days, old school RuneScape and RuneScape dominate over these servers. Like I said in the beginning, servers can still be very dangerous, so just stick to playing the official game. Regardless, it's still fun and interesting to look back on such a strange part of RuneScape's history.